Right, we are back. A little bit dodgy startup there because my audio sounded dodgy when I replaced it. It unmuted it. Everything's good. Alright, so last time on Final Fantasy XIV, we put Emperor Varus to rest by beating Anima, who had been summoned through the corpse of Emperor Varus, and he was used to temper all the people of Garlemald. So we finally beat him, put him to rest. And then Fandaniel and Xenos tried to take a trip to the moon, but Hyland intervened and delayed them by sending them a bit further away from where they were meant to be going. And so we left everybody else behind back on Earth, came to the moon, and we saw specters of the council that brought about the summoning of Zodiac, the sacrifices that were given in order to bring Zodiac, because Fandaniel weakened the seal that Hyland placed on the moon in order to keep Zodiac sealed away. And then we met the Watcher here when we came to the moon, who was tasked with basically keeping an eye on the seal on Zodiac. But the seals failed when Xenos showed up and destroyed the final one, because Fandaniel failed to destroy them all. One survived when he shot a beam of ether directly to the moon. And so we came to the moon to stop them from destroying the last one. But ultimately they managed to destroy it, and Zodiac woke up. But rather than Xenos take control of Zodiac, Fandaniel decided to do it himself. So that he would guarantee that if we won, he would die. And so we beat Zodiac, but in doing so, we've brought about the end of days, which is this here. The very laws which Zodiac governed to prevent the final days, laws he rewrit, are now being undone, and so the final days are about to happen again. And we had an echo vision of the planet burning over or something consuming it, and we heard a voice saying finally, which sounded like Hyland. But I don't think it was Hyland, because Xenos bumped into it here and left, basically saying that he'll have to find some other means to have a grand fight with her and give everyone ultimate terror and dread, and that's his goal, basically. Have a scrap with the Warrior of Light and make everyone else collapse in fear and terror. And I think the vision that we had and the voice we heard was actually Xenos. It sounded like Hydaelyn. I think it sounded like Hydaelyn anyway. And I think Zodiac, Xenos, now that he can't have Zodiac because we've destroyed him and Fandaniel dealt the finishing blow to himself. Yeah, I think Zodiac, Xenos is now going to turn his attention to Zodiac, Hydaelyn. I said Zodiac. Yeah. But just before we leave, the Watchers asked that we stay a while so you can talk to her about Zodiac. In Shadow's wake, the Watcher would discuss grave matters with you. Before we speak at length, I believe a change of surrounding is in order. I have more than ill tidings to share, you see. I sensed others arriving not long ago. I'll be my friends. My friends. Though my communions with Hydaelyn have grown infrequent, I have learned enough from her to know these are your comrades. As luck would have it, they have already reached my abode. Come, let us join them. Guinea pig? Capybara pup. Got lied to guinea pig. Yeah, right. Adventure onward. That was a fun fight. We might have died twice and finally did another third try, but it was fun. I killed myself stupidly a lot on the second try because I kept doing the rebad dash to like avoid some of the AoEs, and I kept dashing off the edge like a numpty. Welcome to the moon, guys! Where's everyone else? May we presume this being is a native of the moon? Where's everyone else? Dare I ask what happened before we arrived? Yes. They are indeed the three I sensed. Well, they confirmed it. I mean, where's everyone else? Where's my friends? Thank goodness you are unharmed. I'm going to quickly check, just make sure we are actually up and running. Running. I think after this I'm going to play Halo finally. Once I'm done with this. Get through that campaign, another one of my favourite stories. Right. Thank goodness that you are an Hamada. But I'm going to quickly one more thing. La 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 la. It looks fine. It looks fine and dandy, that does. We did what we could to subdue the Tempered before making our way here. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. The contingent healers and had their hands full tending to the injured and enthralled when we took our leave. Lest you wonder, Mistress Cryle hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit for Hydaelyn's power hath taken its toll. But she will recover in due course. As for Alphinaud and Alizé, they insisted on remaining in Garlemald while we three rushed to your aid. It appears, however, that matters here have already come to a conclusion. It hit the fan. But what manner of conclusion, if I might ask? And is this the ally whom Hydaelyn bade you seek out? He is not unlike the shades of Amarot. Not unlike, perhaps... I like that. That long sentence was just... Bleh. And then when you get shorter sentences, it's like... But no, this long sentence is... Not unlike, perhaps, but not the same. I was created by Hydaelyn. Together with this place, it has ever been my duty to keep vigil over Zodiark. Or rather, it was my duty. Zodiark dead. Fandaniel possessed them. Shit hit the fan. We're all gonna die. Bring everyone to the moon. Then Zodiark is no more? And not without consequence, I am afraid. For now, the delicate weave of the star, preserved by his presence, will begin to unravel. If you mean to avert the final days, you shall have need of... Are you alright? My attempts to forestall Zodiark's release have all but exhausted my strength. If you might allow me to rest a short while, I will share with you all I can. Please do. You need not exert yourself on our account. These crystals contain records of your time here, yes? May we peruse them while we wait? By all means. If you would review them chronologically, might I suggest beginning with those on the upper floor? I shall leave that to you, Jasix, while I see what can be gleaned from the crystals on these lower levels. Huh? But he said chronologically start upstairs. Damn it. A moment longer, friend. Okay. Pray, review the records on the upper floor, and I will see if there's aught to be learned down here. There's a Rianji and Thancred. Up top. Can Thancred even interact with these? Zodiac defeated. While he may have been in an incomplete state, it's nevertheless an impressive feat. But even if you hadn't, his demise was inevitable. Van Daniel would have seen to it one way or another. That said, he probably would have wielded Zodiac's power to wreak untold destruction before taking his own life, making this the better of the two unfavorable outcomes. Dost thou suppose our host hath maintained his solidarity vigil since the very beginning, without rest or relief? If so, these records comprise the sum total of his existence. We must needs handle them with care. Good Dad. Daddy Urianji. Dimly glowing crystal. As you gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiac flows through your mind. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. These appear to be records of a long, lonely vigil on the moon, dating back to the beginning of Zodiac's imprisonment. I hope Watcher friend doesn't spite the fact that they've been here for so long alone. Hope they're not suddenly going to be like, surprise! I am the new evil. My watch is over. I'm free to destroy. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past calamities flows through your mind. The record describes how with each rejoining, Zodiac's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the brands. Maintaining Zodiac's imprisonment appears to tax Heidelin greatly. That's true, she's no longer needing to tax herself keeping him imprisoned. So is she going to become strong again? Is she going to become too strong though? Because obviously we know what happened to the first with the flood of light and everything. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past rejoinings flows through your mind. Records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Zodiac broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with the Laports. Though it is not clear who or what they are. Also, what happened to that dog? Where'd the dog go? We fought Zodiac and then the dog just went bye-bye. As you gaze deep into the crystal, a record of an unexpected visitor flows through your mind. The record notes the Watcher's musings when Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. It is clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiac from his prison. And yet they have made no attempt to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer he remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realize we would never dare bring harm to Zodiac, so long as he remains imprisoned. Did you learn anything of import? So as we suspected, maintaining the brand requires a great deal of her energy to focus, and this cost has grown higher with every rejoining. Yeah. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th Umbral Calamity. But again, he's no longer here, so she doesn't need to keep him in check. But, I mean, similar... That primal's at the end of the day. And we know that they can... Primals can just be summoned over and 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 over. So, is someone going to attempt to bring him back? I mean, his followers are all gone. The Ascians are no more. There's Zodiac bound Ascians and what I mean. Van Daniel's gone as well. So, are we going to have to somehow bring him back in order to prevent this end of days similar to the Ascians? To have him rewrite the laws? That would explain my contact with her frequent. I too made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Hydaelyn. Duh! When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Hydaelyn's powers are far beyond anything I could have imagined. But yeah, again, that's why it's worrying what we saw in that vision, because she was powerful enough to sunder Zodiac. She was the more powerful. I thank you for affording me this short respite. You know what I mean? Really short sentence, and we're going. And then we had a long one before, and it was just like, huh?
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiac and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
Please don't be auto-text. That would ruin it. Long ago, before the Great Sundering, there was but a single world. Aetherius. Aetheres? Aethers? Aetheris? I'm going with Aetheris. Yeah, we forgot about that cry. We didn't hear it during the retelling that Emmett made with C during his Amarot dungeon. One day from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, affecting a profound change in all manner of life. We were not exempt. Our creation magics ran rampant, giving shape and form to thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first, the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but quickly, so very quickly, it spread and engulfed the whole of this star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
They were not. However, the convocation struck upon a method to predict where the next corruption would manifest. I know where it's going to be. There's a certain lake that has secrets to tell still. The etheric energies which flow through all of creation in the form of various currents. Currents which course through the lands and seas. Those which flow through the very air. And those of a celestial nature, which encompass both our star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Is that similar to what's her name? The elephant lady. Is that similar to what she was talking about before we left her? Nor would I expect you to be. Few scholars of our time knew of their existence. Their invaluable knowledge helped us to better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of earth and air, the celestial currents form a vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consistent. The convocation soon realized that the inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was weakest. correlation without clear cause, ultimately. Nevertheless, on closer study, a stagnancy of ether was observed in nearby currents.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Precisely. With the advent of Zodiac, our end was averted.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiac's creation, but their aim was never to unmask him. It was just to keep balance. Hydaelyn was the balance, the yin to his yang. They understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very existence. Until we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days, he would need remain, for his departure would set in motion those apocalyptic forces once more. My bad. It wasn't me, it was Fan Daniel. Hydaelyn recognized this as well, and so rather than destroy, she sundered Zodiac herself and she did herself as well, and the star into lesser reflections that shine, that she might confine him in this place. Then what she told me in this ethereal sea was false? That the two once dwelled as one until Zodiac grew hungry for power, upsetting the balance twixt them. Not quite a lie, though a rather gross embellishment. But knowing what you know now, you must surely realize why she might opt to obfuscate and mislead. Hydaelyn and Zodiac are both constructs of man, approximations of perfection limited by our own imperfections. Yeah, so actually, Me seeing Hydaelyn was stronger before. I mean, she managed to overcome him by sundering him, but Zodiac was still powerful because he was the first, created from a big sacrifice. Zodiac was without question the most powerful of the two, having been born from the sacrifice of half of Etheria's population. Thus was it necessary for Hydaelyn to commit herself wholly to his defeat. Still more effort was needed to confine him. Maintaining the brands taxed her greatly. With what power she dared spare, she cried out to any who might listen, and offered her blessing to those who heeded her call. Though it was likely within her power to do so, I believe she did not wish to speak of Athea's and her history. Like Zodiac, Hydaelyn's purpose is a reflection of her creators. They wish to look to the future and not linger in the prison of the past. Or in a prison.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days.
Then rip.
Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
The nomenclature is more fitting than you know. Forget what that means. There it is. Nomenclature. It's like the third option when I put gnome. Nomenclature. The devising or choosing of names of things, especially in a science or other discipline. The body of a system of names. Ah. Okay, so the naming of the stars, obviously ours being the source. The nomenclature is more fitting than you know. Bring ruin to the source and its reflections will share in its fate. Uh-oh. Run away! Ah, it is ready. Also, you know, the logo of this game? What was the deal with that spaceship thing? Unless this is it. Unless we're gonna get introduced to it here. That's why when I saw that logo, and obviously I got to Charlie and that, and saw them like packing their bags and boxing things up and that, and moving things around, I was thinking, they're going on that spaceship and they're coming to the moon, but nope. This way, if you would be so kind. Danny? A beautiful sight, is it not?
Yes, but what is it?
Hydaelyn knew better than any that her power was not absolute. Indeed, she has ever struggled to hold Zodiac and his faithful at bay. She feared the worst, and so made preparations. In the event of his demise, there would be a contingency. Oh. Here we are. That was auto text. This is more than a prison. It's a vessel capable of transporting people safely. You need not go far to find its pilots. In fact, I should be happy to take you to them. Gonna be that dog? Dog's just like, meow. Why did it choose to have that one line as auto text? God dang it. Yeah, but it said basically that as a contingency, the moon was devised to be more than just a prison to hold Zodiac. If he should be destroyed, then the prison itself can be used as a vessel to bring people to safety. And fulfill my final duty as Watcher in the Dark. The moon is a ship? Well, now I've heard everything. Now I'm looking at the logo, I'm thinking, so that's what that is, sticking out the floor. I should very much like to hear more of this extraordinary story. It may be true, but others will struggle to believe it. I could scarcely believe it myself. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Helping hands. At long last, the Watcher is ready to fulfill his final duty. The time has come for you to be on your way. The crater at the heart of the Mare Lamentorum, where Zodiac was imprisoned, is not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Argos, the familiar whom you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing you across. As Hydaelyn created me as the Gala, so too did she create Argos as the god. It is his nature to appear when needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange, mayhap the imbalance of ether has affected him. Let us make for the crushing brand, and attempt to call upon him there. You need but recall the path you walked with Argos before. And you will find your way. If he labours in service to Hydaelyn's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall we make for this crushing brand then? Leroy! Leroy! I haven't even looked for any ether currency here. I really should. Is there not going to be any on this side? I never saw any. This side doesn't look like it's a huge area. Yeah, I don't think there's any on this side. Ta 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 la tom tom. Very surprised there's not at least just one on this side. You can fly in the moon. Is there any currents here at the start area, Quantum? It doesn't seem like there is. It's always just saying northeast. Moon goop. Waffle Weeper. These things are only level 80. Interesting space battle music. Oh yeah, I finally got access to one of the other AoEs when in Reaper mode. Let's go hunt for some currants. Be with us in a minute, guys. Just hunting for some moon air. You know, it all makes sense. Meow. Meow. What is that? Luna Tender Queen. Moon Lady. That was bright. Don't mind me, just get a picture here. I'm friendly. Woo, took off my health in one hit. Leave me alone. Ah, man. How do I get that ether right? Fuck ether. Guess I'll go see my friends. I think this person up ahead is trying to get it as well. Yep. Yeah, looks like I can't get it yet. Let's go see my buddies. I like the way they walk about. Like, occasionally they'll grab one of their legs and like lift it up behind them. Do the thing! Julie, do the thing! There you go. Yay! With a little preparation, it might be possible to traverse the gap on foot. Then again, it would be a long, long way down if one should slip. Perhaps another time. Naught could prepare me for the boldness beauty of Aetheri's shining, shimmering amidst a sea of stars. A blue sapphire, and but one of countless other jewels brimming with life, no doubt. Next final, we're going to another planet entirely, aren't we? Save this star. Let's move on. A whole new adventure. So close and yet so far. Does not the harsh terrain remind you of somewhere we've been before? The Dravanian Forelands, aye. A place that rejects the intrusion of outsiders. Where solitude reigns supreme. At the very least, it sounds suitable for Zodiac's prison. The place we seek is just ahead at the Chlorophos Grot. Chlorophos Grot? Chloroform? Chlorophos Grot. Now you see, Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient ether. You would be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside this cavern. Follow me. I'm going in the cave. I don't want them. Guard of Zodiac's prison, eh? Blood-red eyes, slavering maw, and built like a behemoth, I'd imagine. Let's hope he's friendly. You'll see. Curious, this place doth call to mind Laeni, home of the Numau. This entire cave is rubbing with ambient ether. Alas, any further analysis will have to wait. Yes, here will do nicely. The lunar spongoi draw ether from the ground, which is then dispersed in the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Might you be willing to spare some of your own to help us? Oh wait, no, what was the name of the dog that we met earlier? Did we even get a name? Can't remember. Help the Spongoi along. Lunar Spongoi. Sponge. Shroom. Ding. Hey. Art. Argos manifests in a flash. Oh, in a flash. Probably misread that there. He seems glad to see you again. A most fascinating creation of Heideland's, would you not agree? Should the need arise, He is even able to create reflections of himself on a wind. I guess that's going to play into something later. Though I assure you, it was no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Argos was quite eager to be at your side then, as he is now, it seems. Because I give him pets. Pet, 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 pet. I cannot recall when last he showed such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions. Perhaps it was more than a sense of duty that compelled him to aid you before. As for your companions... Oh my god, you guys get reflections. Nah, I got the original. Unexpected, but greatly appreciated. I believe we are all ready. Then let us return outside that you may cross the chasm. Hey, Bolton, how you doing? How do I get outside again? How do I get outside? I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm getting hit by everyone. Help! Oh, that way. Mine. I got it. Nah. I want to crack on. That's a lot of dogs. I was expecting something a little more intimidating and less man's best friend. Dalamud has long been described as the loyal hound of Menfina due to its relation to the Great Hamoon. It seems highly improbable, if not impossible, for ancient people to have known of Argos. Now I wonder whether this is some connection. To whom would Tydlin entrust the command of so grand a vessel, I wonder? Argos favours you with what could almost be described as a conspiratorial green. Conspiratorial. Your destination is the structure there, across the cradle of darkness. But climb onto Argos' back and he will take care of the rest. Once you arrive, it should not take long to find the ship's crew. The facility is designed to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiac's destruction. Heed their counsel. Together you may guide the star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways, but know that I shall ever be watching and praying for your success. Ooh, damn. Our allies' assurances notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side. So perhaps it would be best if we did not all go at once. I propose the two of us cross first, while Thancred and Urianger wait here. Whee! Onward! A malefic aether yet permeates from the center. Remnants of Zodiac, most likely. Malefic. Malefic. Just a little further. Fancy. Bum, bum, bum. This structure is enormous, though that is hardly surprising given the size of the average Amurati time. Apologies for the wait. Right then, let us head inside and... Oh. Arv? Most intriguing. A means by which he conserveth energy, mayhap. Well, I certainly want him to blink out of existence on our account, helpful as he's been. Thank you, Argus. We'll take things from here. If Argos is to remain without, let us not keep him waiting over long. I wonder if anyone actually pronounced it Argos. Like the shop. Can I still interact with you? Ah, never mind. This door's huge. Best Ways Borough. Truly a marvel beyond description. Its scale is reminiscent of Amarot, or rather, the replica we visit on the first. Bad music? Why? Is it vacant?
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
Oh, I saw something in there. Hello. Right, lads, time to get to work. There's ships to be piloted. Hop to it. Na, 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 na. Oh god, that's a lot of them. That's Sleepy. Where's Dopey? Bashful. Grumpy. Doc. You know what the voices are like?
Look lively, everyone!
Oh, kawaii!
I know. This 1,243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance. For Zodiac, alas, is no more.
Moving on. Job done. Job done.
As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose. To bear the people of Aetheris to safety.
They're lined up like an army.
Our time has come, my friends!
Oh my god, best race. I want to play as one of them. Screw Lalafels.
We
Please.
must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive.
I want to play as one of them.
I expect your workstations to be immaculate. And don't forget to relay our signal to Aetheris.
Yeah, we're already here.
Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Yeah. Oh my god, I love them. I want to play as one of these. Screw the Lalafels. I've played as Tarus and Lalafels for years. Like, this is the first expansion where I've changed to a human and made it look like myself, but now that I've seen this, I want to play as one of them. Righto, lads, up to. Work to be done. You heard the missus.
'Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Damn right. And it's working.
Perhaps.
His response. What the fuck am I saying here? And this is where I'm going to get some side quests. Hey. We've not had any on the moon yet. Oh god, they're everywhere. Wait for me, I beg you. I find Urianger's reasoning somewhat flimsy, but the crew seems amicable enough. Oh, listen to that music. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Which one was this from again? Which final was this originally from? It's a remix. It's a remix of an older final tune. Was it 4? Given the present crisis, I think eventually I'm going to get the Pixel remaster and play some of the older ones because I've not really played them. I played 3 and a little bit of 4 when they got like a DS release in that. And a bit of 1. Right, so yeah, given the present crisis, Heidelin doubtless sought to facilitate cooperation betwixt pilot and passenger. Indeed, would require a heart as hard as diamond to raise one's voice in anger to beings possessed of such profound saccharinity. I hate this game and its language sometimes. Oh, wow, Google doesn't even want to comment on this one. Like, normally, obviously, Google, you get the button to play it so you know how it's pronounced. Google's just like, nah. The excessive sweetness of saccharin? I guess that's saccharin. Saccharinity, tongue-tie, twisting, tank. And Google's not here to help, it's just like, nah, you're on your own, bud. Name it. A hairy situation. Tancred's dumbfounded expression suggests he is still struggling to comprehend the spectacle he has just witnessed. They must be the Laportes mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader. Though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on then, let us be about it. I think once we're done with the moon, I'm going to go back to my red glam again. This was like my Garlean and moon gloom glam. Alright, let's go greet the locals. Yeah, why'd they make so high the stairs? Ow. All the fun the traders on Aethers were getting up to, and I thought to myself, hey, I could do that. So here I am, eagerly awaiting your patronage and bicolor gemstones. Now I have access to the Regent gemstones. Lunar Tender Blossom, a flower that blooms atop Lunar Tender's heads. Okay. Dynamite Ash. Dynamite. Such a fascinating apparatus, though it is hard to believe it could house so many crew members. Even so, there is nothing else here to suggest other types of accommodations. You know, they were just put in like hypersleep pods and just kept here for it. See, there's one still asleep. Poor guy, wake him up. He's got demon eyes. His eyes aren't closed, they're open and they're like demons. Demon. Come on, keep nudging the camera. Okay. Okay, there. Where's Tancred and the others? $6 there. Picking where? You let me know if you find any unusual trinkets or contraptions, won't you? I've always had a fondness for such things, you see. Okay. Oh man, I was already on Jane Tancred. I always like to speak to the NPCs like as I'm progressing through, because obviously there's always extra bits of dialogue. I like my dialogue. Weaving wheel. What do you think of our clothing? I'll have you know I'm the mastermind behind its design. Guiding wheel. Do you need help with something? I'm busy assigning duties at the moment. Where's mine? I got one. Minion. There it is. I got Namingway. A little librarian bunny. He's so cute. He's like half the height of them though. The adventurous nerdy one. Yeah, that one came with the volume 2 of the Encyclopedia Eorzea book. Or volume 1. One of the two. Minion. Alamood's always my go-to. Where is Thancred and the crew? Make another tune while I'm here. I bet you one of them's back up top. Ah, there's Thancred. I only saw them from a distance, but their fur was brown, if that helps at all. Boosting weird. Drugs? It's a pleasure to finally meet one of you, sir. I'm just preparing this and that for when more of your kind arrives, so you can all feel at home. So this is like a big arc. I wonder if the Sharlayans foresaw this. Because obviously their deity that they follow, but they don't like worship it. They respect it. I forgot his deity. One of the 12. The one that was had the water of knowledge. Obviously they all foresaw, like one of their past ancestors had that ark, which is now in Gearbarnia. I think it's in Gearbarnia. And obviously he used that ark to protect a lot of these people before they settled upon Sharlayan and founded that place. And I'm wondering if the Sharlayans like knew that the moon was also similar, and that it was some sort of vessel, because we still don't know what their plan is and what they're up to. But it isn't exciting. I've never seen one of your kind up close before. Oh, alright. Oh my, but isn't it exciting? Would you mind if I take some measurements of your body? Just for reference, of course. Nothing way? I say nothing way, but it's nothing way. Where the hell's Oriange? We're all good to die. We're all going to die someday. So what if it happens a little sooner? Oh, so what if it happens a little sooner? Thanks. Ever the optimist there. Rushing way. Why are you lazing about? We'll never be ready for our guest's arrival if you keep working at that pace. Anyone know where Oriange is? I'll be running around like an 11 all day. Oriange. Splitting way. I can can hardly believe that we finally have people here. Just hope we'll be ready for the influx of guests. Yep, this is going to be like Noah's Ark, except it's going to be mainly humans, Ralgars, Courtiers, fuck everything else. Leave the Lalafels. As cool as they are being so short and that, they're evil. Leave them. They can stay on the rock. Where the hell is he? I can give up in a minute and just crack on. I usually like to speak to everyone. Hunting wear. If I had a carrot for every time I've woken up to find that the monsters outside have multiplied, I'd be able to crush them under the weight of my carrot empire. The moon will never be safe at this rate. Oh wow, so the only way to actually speak to him was to drop down. There's no way up here. Not that I can see. There's no ramp to get up there. Where the hell's Orionji? Is anyone that's actually been here? Is that him there? No, that's another player. Boost. I've already spoken to boosting. No, 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 no. Ah, because obviously I like just jumped right off the edge rather than running down the ramps. He's right here at the start. The Laportis all appear to have set about their tasks. Whether is their leader, I wonder. Right, now I can crack on. I think I've spoken to pretty much everyone in here. The hell was that? That make that noise to the hum 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 there. Hum hum hum. The leader of the crew, not me, I'm afraid. Singing Weir's the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Aethers. And that's a promise. Come back. I want you to sing some more. Aww. Oh, the doors in one. Oh, I gotta get a screenshot of this one. You're so sleepy. I wish I. That was what I like crouch or slash sit. Will that help? That's better. Now don't stand up. Ah, you piece. Damn it. Ah, fuck it, that'll do. Don't be here all day. Right. Leader? No. Sleeping wear. My job is... Perhaps I'd better ask. Okay. So he doesn't even know what his own job is. Everyone else is off hard to work and he's just like, nah. Like it's somebody else will take care of it. Snappy Laporte. What? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Take me to your leader. Elliot. Take me to your leader. Keep up. Leader? Ah, yes. Look no further. I am the one you seek. Well, well. Looks like you beat us to it. Your friends, I take it? Is this all of them? A group comprised entirely of children? What must their parents be thinking? Ah, yeah, because obviously they're... Oh, holy hell. They're tiny to begin with. I mean, they're about the size of a Lalafell. So, obviously they're used to working for the original beings. Been very derpy on names and that the day. I know what I'm talking about. This isn't a nursery after all, or perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter. You needn't worry about your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing around gawping. I must take you to meet the others. If you could run along back towards the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center if you should find yourself lost. I shall gather the others to meet you there. Well then, back to the upper floor it is. There's another one. See over there? People are doing that a lot lately because obviously the whole login queues, so they're like doing this sort of shit. Just putting themselves in a corner and setting it up so that every now and then the controller will just nudge and make them move like that. I've seen so many people doing that. Let's go bags. To the next job quickly now. We're certainly on the move now. Wait for me, I beg you. I like this race. This race is kawaii. Wobbling way, flopping way. Oh dear, I didn't expect to meet a people person here. Whatever shall I do? Me? You're speaking to me? Oh, but of course, I'll answer any questions you may have. Who are you? I'm the manager and operator of the Central Control Sphere. It regulates every single facility here in Best Waves Borough. If anything were to happen to it, the whole place would stop working in no time. It's very important, and so it is my job. Tell me more of this place. Who's Nathan currently? Best Ways Boroughs is where we Laportes live and work in honor of Heidelin. We're all doing our best to make the moon a suitable ship to transport everyone. You'll be able to ride someday soon. Don't you worry. A first moon current. Give it. Jump in. Ah, I wanted to jump into the blue goop. Mapping way. I wonder what your job is. The navigator? It is astounding how the Laportes, despite their diminutive stature, are able to maintain such gargantuan facilities. The etheric composition and density of this sphere is quite similar to the crystalline concepts we've seen before. It likely shares their capacity for storing memories and knowledge. Given their size, getting from one end of the ship to the other must be exhausting. Honestly, don't know how they do it. Beep, boop, boop, beep. Visitors, at last. Welcome. Please be voiced.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. My name is Livingway, and we are the Loperites, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Atheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw.
Kill me now.
Mapping Ways, the name. Map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Yeah. Any screenshots of all
Pleasure
of this?
to meet you all. But I'm still trying to make sense of this.
He's still stuck at, hang on, we're in space.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it.
Come along, dum-dum. I get you, gum-gum.
The people of Aetherius, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration.
Wasn't me.
Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations.
Any?
Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further.
Oh! Look at the smile. Hello.
Here, we have Aetherius, your home, and the moon, where we are now.
I was saying it right, Aetherius.
Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade.
And now I'm like, fuck it, to space!
A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Aetherius, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Aetherius is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Aetherius, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
Ah, man, I want to play as one of these.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold.
So, is this yet another wipe the slate clean? Because obviously, Realm Reborn began with the calamity of 1.0. Everything was wiped clean. And so they've gone, right, let's do it again. Except this time, go to the moon, and it's a spaceship.
And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star.
We're going to use the gravitational pull of the Earth to slingshot ourselves.
Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn. in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings.
Venar.
And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
Well, all aboard.
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation.
Oh my god, he's got a lisp. Oh my god.
Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges?
We never sent you anything.
Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon?
Get out!
Heidelin herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
You think we're small? We only mean Lalafell. I'm curious if there would have been extra dialogue there. If I was still my Lalafell.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such
Amarotine.
prodigious
That's how
size
it's
are
pronounced.
exceedingly
That's what I was
rare.
stumbling on earlier when I was trying to remember. Amarotine.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher?
Nope, in comparison, we're all tiny. But you're tinier. You're the size of a Lalafell.
Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, Thancred's interested. Can I have it?
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Atheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
Fuck.
build the domiciles at 1/3 the scale.
Or building them to match the size of the Ascians.
All of them! Yes, all of them, and but me no buts! See to it with all speed!
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
Ah, there's the Sahagan Court of Maiming. I can sell that along and make back the money that I made from buying this one. Why do I get the feeling we're going to have our hands full dealing with the Laportus? It is unfortunate that the domiciles were constructed in error, but their willingness to perform such sweeping renovations is a testament to their commitment. I cannot fathom the resources required for a facility so vast. Yeah, where the hell they're getting it from? Who was giving them it? I should have realized something was amiss when Livingway referred to us as children. What other delightful misconceptions do they hold, I wonder? Oh dear, I certainly hope Buildingway can complete the renovations before more guests arrive. Or perhaps he should leave them as they are. That way you'd have more space to lounge about. A taste of the moon. With the final days fast approaching, Livingway is keen to complete her preparations. Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly. It won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it is imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers-to-be. If there is anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. And address it we shall. Here at Bestways Borough, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We have produced a myriad amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the Caratorium, and we'll see about filling your bellies. I'll get some carrots. He does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of Aetheris rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning though. Are we actually going to just abandon the planet, or are we going to save it? Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more of the Laportus, and this vessel. Right, where'd you go? The Caratorium. I got 1 health. I'm liking where things are going. Again, I've thoroughly enjoyed Final Fantasy XIV as a whole. I love this game. So far, the story... Oh, hello. That's a familiar coloured crystal. Same as the one is in Eden. And there's a bunch of them around here. Yawning Way. Oh, I must have dozed off. What was it I was supposed to be doing again? Hopping Way. I'm delighted to see you, but I'm very, very busy. Perhaps we could chat another time? Okay. This place is huge. This is gonna be like Wally. Oh, there's actually stuff to do in here. Up to fight. Limb. Warring Weir. Oh my god, the battle music. Okay, so well done, adventurer. This data will help me truly complete my masterpiece. Oh dear, what are you scheming now? Are they going to disappear, or should I follow them? Ah, disappear. Never mind. Being absorbed into everything here and enjoying just checking every nook and cranny. Plants. Current. Ah, get up the stairs. The stairs are janky. I can't get. The stairs need fixed. Da, da, da. Hast thou spied the peculiar sentinels patrolling the vicinity? Approach them with caution, or better yet, not at all, for they make no distinction between friend or foe. Cooking way. Am I the only one who suspects we're not going to find anything edible whatsoever? Given their earlier confusion regarding our size, I cannot help but wonder if they even know the first thing about us. You're a lot smaller than we expected, but I trust you still have large appetites, yes? Welcome to the Caratorium. Here we create prototypes of various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking way. Pleased to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error. After many cycles of painstaking labour, I dare say we've created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received. Why, I've practically worn the words from those invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we're all quite famished. I've been out with carrots, isn't it? Hop along the platform here and you'll find a storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like. One serving's never enough. You'll be back for seconds and thirds, I'm sure of it. I'm eager to hear what you think of our work. I'm sure there's some small room for improvement, but I'm confident you'll be satisfied. Is Urianger not around, or did I just crack on? Blasting Way. Why is Blasting Way stand next to the storage crate I'm supposed to get food from? Well, here's a conundrum. Which carrots? What? I vote Philosopher's carrots. It is nothing but carrots. Different coloured carrots. Unless they're just made to look like carrots, but they actually taste like different foods. One of them's chicken. This doesn't require a debate. We have work to do, so quit dragging your feet and get to it. Kinda want to see what their reactions are before I do it myself. Again, that's why I like running around and speaking to all the NPCs when it comes to doing the quests. Just annoying that obviously this is quite a large area and there could be anywhere. It'd be nice if there was some indicator on the map as to where they walked off to. I don't see him anywhere. You open the storage unit and find a rainbow-coloured assortment of carrots. Let's take the... What do we reckon? Which should we take? took the blue one. Let's take the ominous crimson carrot. Soft texture and redolent aroma of this crimson creation belie its staggering weight. The excessive length and girth, giggity, only compound the mystery, leaving you perplexed as to the nature of this carrot. Are you certain you wish to eat this carrot? Nom 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 nom. On second thought, you elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to the bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cookingware whether it is safe to eat first. Bop, 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 bop. I like that they've not just like. There's quite a few battle tunes to this expansion. Depending on what area you're in. Yeah, I have no idea where they have gone, so screw it. It's too big an area. I'd love to find them and see what they've each got to say, because I guarantee there'd be some funny dialogue. Or it's a case of it's just made them disappear until I've done this. So, did any of our selections set your mouth to watering? Even Vieira are like to swoon at the sight of so grand a carrot. That, or be offended by all those who assume that they would. Ah, yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favourites, actually. Please, dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. This carrot is oddly tender, but as you begin to chew, a rich aroma fills your nostrils, and newfound vigor begins welling up within you. The rumbling of your stomach, however, suggests it may simply be indigestion. I am carrot. You suddenly find yourself full of vim and vigor. What did you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted yet. The iron carrot can be a bit difficult to digest, but the boost to endurance it promises makes it the perfect meal before a day of heavy lifting. We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help with sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion. What if I don't like carrots? I could certainly see demand for this in Charlian. Charlian? What in blazes is that? I take it you too had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and naught else? If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine from Aether's? Surely you are aware we have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate. Of course we are, but, well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first. Imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia I found, we would have been at loss where to begin. Is that supposed to be that book? Whoops. I'm curious if it's supposed to be that book or that book. But somehow they only managed to pick carrots out. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our effort to the production of a single perfect food. That's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways. But our primary concern was efficiency. And what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from the production? A rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue, you know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance that Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, pronunciations, verb conjugations, just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given tasks and used them to form new names. Are they helpful? No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thy kind deem such a change necessary? You got the same dialogue, so it didn't matter which one you picked. When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. I see. I hope our critics, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though, if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Aether's as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, one I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear there is naught but carrot on the menu. I'm guessing now I'll get a crap load of side quests. Hungry for more carrots? Fear not. You can eat to your heart's content after you've seen the rest of Best Ways Burrow. Well, I'm sure the Lefortis would hop at the chance to expound upon carrots in exhaustive detail, perhaps it's time we move on. Around here scheming something. I hate to admit it, but I did rather like the carrots. So did I. Styled a hero. Livingway is eager to show you more of the moon's wonders. I think we've had our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to the other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way. Just in case I'm gonna head over there and clear up the map. Do you suppose the clothes they prepared will be as grossly oversized as the carrot? Garments born of the heavens, crafted with methods ancient and forgotten. Dress befitting we who walk in shade, stewards of the esoteric. It is hardly silk. Cough. I mean, sun silk tapestries, but perhaps we'll be pleasantly surprised. Here we are, the Apparel production station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task, creation magics. Heidelin, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the self-same affinity for magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them, but I will regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized ether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra viz we needed. My, how resourceful. Ah, the sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear we've read all about your habits of changing attire to match your chosen profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume. This has also been taken into account with our designs. Why take my word for it when you can simply try on our clothing? Make yourselves known to the workers, and they will see to the rest. If you're worried about sizing, don't be. It should be a simple matter to adjust the concepts as required, and it will be required. Okay. Yeah. Restless Lockwood. Ah, it's you. One of the visitors from Aetheris. Goodness me. Mapping me wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. All right. You're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? What do you have me fashion for you today? No, what choose? Okay, let's just. 1, 2, 3. A fashionable and refined ensemble. Fashionable. Right. This will only take a moment. Oh my god. It's level 1 gear. Oh, is it level? I don't know about the mask, like. Take the mask off. There we are. All finished. A perfect fit if I do say so myself. I'll be honest, I know nothing of fashion, let alone fashion on Aetheris. But I'd wager no one down there has ever worn anything like this fine ensemble. Perhaps you could start a new trend. That's noob gear. Would you look at that? Speechless. But there, I thought you may not like it. I don't. If you've a mind to try something else, why not speak with my fellow artists? I'm sure they'd be happy to oblige. You must continue wearing these garments in order to progress. You will change back to your normal garments if you move too far away. Okay. I don't want to wear these. Ah, man. I don't want to wear the mask. It's le poop. I could deal with the rest. I need my glasses. People. Jubilant operator. No one said you'd be coming. How can I help you? You wish to try my clothes, really? Of course, it would be my honor. Do you have anything in mind? Surprise me. I think I can handle that. Let's see. This should do. That'll look even worse, isn't it? I mean, it's not terrible. Not a fan of the left print part. Some of my best work yet. It's a relatively new concept, incorporating an idea that's never been tried with clothing before. Yes, it has. Fragrance. Can you smell the carrots? Ah, simply divine. was worried how the concept would turn out when putting to the proof. It would look stunning on you. Won't you go and show Living Way? I'm sure she's eager to see what we've come up with. It'd be nice if you spot them again, you could like look at what the other stuff looked like. But I mean, the point is, it's like not original clothing. My, don't we look splendid? The result of much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. Shh, you needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and wheeler forests in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same, having sampled our creation. Let me see what they look like. Look at Rionji. Sorry to have kept you waiting. They insist we sample all of their concepts ere we return. Verily, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. And you hate like he's. Quick, knock him. Kick him in the teeth. I think it's past time we return these clothes. I was so confident our garments would meet with your approval. Whatever we're going to do. The Watcher taught us that in his time everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to modern tastes by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Aetheris, they will most certainly have need of your attire. It is clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so homogeneous. Homogeneous. Old-fashioned. Old-fashioned term. English. Of same kind, alike. Yeah. Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my tastes, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their potential preferences. I fear we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we'd memorized every tome we received, I doubt we have fared much better. Maybe we're doing you a disservice, trying to shower you with our baubles of frippery. Thinking it was for your benefit, when you'd be better off on your own. There are some who might agree, people who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Oh, that's a no-go. Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, so we're definitely not going to agree to just abandon the source, because, as we've been told by the Watcher, if the source perishes, all the reflections as well will go with it. We were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetheris, and the salvation of the people on that star, and that star alone has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all. I suppose you're right. Living way. Might we have leave to explore best ways Barrow unattended? You have given us much to think about. Why, certainly. Until later, then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer. Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. It was actually something I wished to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we? I'll just stand here and twiddle me thumbs then. Fidgeting now. Oportus. My apologies. I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about the visitors come from Aetheris, and I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Aetheris refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. Oh, but wait, you still haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is, I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you at the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon. Da, 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 da. A little chunk on the map here, I'm gonna fill in. If I can. I need to go up top. How long ago did that happen? What the hell? I've never had that happen before. Oh, that happened a while ago. Son of a... I mean, it wasn't ages ago, it was just the last cutscene. I've never had this happen before. What is going on? My capture card is dead. Uh-oh. Hope it's not, because I haven't got another one. I mean, I've got a one, but it does. I can't plug it in anyway. In case my streaming will have to come to an end for a bit. Uh-oh. Spaghettios. It's still passing through to my TV. Still passing the video through to my TV. It's just not capturing. Right. Back. Did it stop capturing the audio as well? Ah, man. Wish I'd noticed. Normally I'm like, I'm always looking over to see the time of the stream time. I didn't notice that it had frozen. Dang it. Audio was working. It was just the video froze for some reason. Yeah, I've never had that happen before. That's a first. Thankfully it wasn't a major cutscene, but shame. Let's see. You're here, you're really here. Thank you so much. Sorry, what should I call you? Jasix Elbruti, eh? Crikey, even your names are amazing. Well, Jasix, we'll be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready.
Ready in the teleporter.
Oh god, did the teleporters not even recognize her?
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it?
Oh no.
Oh no!
You son of a... Where are you sending us? Oh, I'm back at the end. I think.
A private audience, as thou didst request. For reasons I know not.
What? Please don't freeze.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously.
Hang on a second. Na, 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 na. Oh, it's gone and reset everything. All my settings have been reset. That's why it's looking dark. Yeah, dang it. I'll have to make a note of my settings at some point in the future. Yeah, I think that'll do. Bravo. Right. Well,
Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
It would be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action.
no, why? Looks a bit better. Yeah, I think that'll do. I need to note down the numbers because when it crashed, it reset all my damn settings for the capture card.
This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand?
Side quests. Yeah. So that looks fine there, but then when it looks at like the crystals are like too luminous. But I have to like brighten up the dark areas. That doesn't look too bad. I'll leave it there.
Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Or quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too.
You're the only one.
Do you understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality? The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
The greater good.
Checklist.
I'm worried my capture card's gonna die on
And so
us.
fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Back to the shadows with you, Oriange. Except this time how have I heard it?
Come again?
Ah, idle musings. 'Tis no trifle, thou dost ask. Yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Na, 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 na. I think that'll do. A little bit dark, but best I can do. Wish I remember my settings from earlier, knowing that that happened.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realised the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see.
I was snooping on conversations, man. How dare you?
But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Oh. I'm guessing he did notice. Oh, it cut off there because obviously the game they didn't want me to hear his response. One or the other. Yeah, this area here is pitch black on the feed. It's dark on my TV, but I can still make out the detail on it. You make out the detail when I turn it like that, so the light's on it. But if I make things too bright, then things like the big orb in the middle become too bright. I had it set perfectly. Get damn you, capture card. How dare you do this? Make note of the settings later so I know. So that's how the orb should look there. But then everything else ends up too dark, as you can see. It's finding the right balance with this capture card. This capture card is crap. I wish I could plug in my Ava Media 4K, but there's no slots on this PC because it's like a smaller PC. My original streaming PC died, and I'm now using what used to be my gaming PC as my streaming PC, and I've got that gaming laptop for the gaming. But yeah, this PC doesn't have a slot for the 4K capture card to plug into. I've got a 1080p capture card in there, but the problem with that is if I plug into that, I won't be able to play it in 4K for myself, because on my TV I'm playing it in 4K, whereas it's streaming at 1080. I should just put it back to what I had before. It was close enough. I'm just going to match it to what I see in this area where it's a bit darker. What I had before, I think it was 160. 140 to that. And then I turned that down. Yeah, I think that's going to be close enough. But then, like I said, dark areas are dark. But everything else looks fine. Just as I can remember my settings from before. I'm just going to put a notepad. Note. Elgato HD 60S Plus. Video. Little. Contrast. One. View. Little. Vision. Then when you look what happens if you like turn stuff up too much, it all just goes bleh. Ugly. I think the problem with this capture card is, for some reason, it's using the US format in TSF, and there's no option to switch it over to PAL. And I've had a capture card, literally the very first capture card I had many years ago, me Dazzle DBC 100 old 480p capture card, had a similar sort of problem where you couldn't really change its format, and it used a US based format. But then I found some software to force it to change to a different format, and that fixed the problems. But I don't think I can do the same thing with this. Similar sort of setting options are available in the hardware settings, but there's no option to change its format, which is annoying. this music. I can get the orb looking right, and so that everything else doesn't look pitch black, then sorted. The orb looks already there like that, but again, once I looked at everything else, it's darker. That's the default settings there, but again, all ruined. That looks alright there for that. Get the colour right. The colour is easy for us to solve. Now that used to be the one thing I used to struggle with, getting the colour to match what I'm seeing on my TV. That's not too bad. That's fairly close. Turn the contrast up just a smidgeroo. I see then the ball goes all bleh. Okay, that looks fine there. That'll do. Can't be asked to back around. That'll do. Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. Since the residential quarters are closed off for now, I've rerouted the teleporter to allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully it proves useful in the meantime. Shame he couldn't see it though. He really would have liked it. And side quests. No. You can now travel between the upper and lower floors of Bestways Borough via the teleporter. Ah, no, there we are. Side quest. Have them. Ignite. Hey, terrible hamster. What's that? Tried the game out for a few hours and was surprised by the good quality of the game. It's a good luck. Yeah, it's a good game. Are you just starting? Are you brand new to it? Oh god, now I'm seeing the light in here and I'm like, no, it's not perfect. Damn my OCD. It's just the dark areas. The dark areas just look... Old newbie. Well, hopefully you stick around and enjoy it. It's a One of my favourite games of all time, this. Love Final 14. Hope you enjoy it. Have a good night and sleep well. See you later, Abs. Have a good one. I don't know if I should use this setting instead of the direct capture card, so that if it does freeze again, I don't have to faff about. Right, so 2, I need to renote these down because I changed settings before. Right, so brightness 2. Actually, their settings will be completely different to this, though. That's the thing. 135 and 150. Not 1,000. Right, let's save that. Change that back to default. Stop using the one that's directly on the capture card and I'll just use a filter through OBS instead, like I originally used to do it. Right, so rather than brightness, I think I'll mess with gamma instead. On my screen I can see the detail in the cracks of the rock there a lot better. Gamma's making it look ugly. Yeah, the settings through this are definitely different. Filters don't seem to work as good as the direct capture card settings. Let's head back to Hemingway Borrowers, whatever the hell it's called. Westways Bowl. $1,000. I'd like to get a new capture card, but again, I'm not spending money on this sort of stuff anymore. Because obviously my streaming is more casual. It's going to be more casual these days. And I'm not going to be blowing money on it left, right and centre like I used to. Yeah, gamma does not help in the slightest. Yeah, all these settings are shite on the filler. That's why I prefer the direct one. That's why I stopped using this one, because the settings don't really have a change on like that ball in the background when I'm using the direct settings directly to the capture card rather than a filter through OBS. It's actually having an effect, whereas this isn't. It, no matter what setting I use, it's still too vibrant. Like brightness isn't having any effect on it. I'll give you an example. Like obviously it's bright and luminous right there, isn't it? There's a configure video. I'll move that out of the way. Bring that up. Right, so with the filter options, okay, if I was to turn contrast down, for example, say it's affecting pretty much everything, but not in a way that it's making it so the orb is less luminous and visible, like you can't really see the patterns on it. But if I start messing with the contrast on the direct capture card settings, the contrast on there, the patterns become a little bit more visible, a little bit better. And then same with like brightness and all that. Let's see, it's not really... That's going on. Before it was working, now it's just like... I hate my OCD when it comes to this shit. I think it's because of the saturation. When I bang that up to what I used to have it on, 150. And then I turn brightness down by like 5. What was the settings I had before? 2, 35, 50. Right. 2, 135. And 150. And somehow the orb is blinding again. I think it's because earlier I had that down to 0 originally, didn't I? Nope, still not. Kill me now! Everything else is fine, mostly. Just darks are too dark, and then the luminous things are too luminous. I can't get the right balance. It was perfect earlier. I'm wag. What? I'm watching on a phone. But no idea what wag means, like. Your tail? can't see shit. Color correction. Let's just go back to what I had before. I'm about to sit around. I'm stopping soon anyway. Try and have a somewhat early night so I can get up tomorrow and then have a long day of it. Sweet, that'll do. Can't be asked. Half a boot. Everything looks fine there now. The darks, like the dark areas, are actually still a little bit brighter. There was that bang. Ah, that's spot on there. For the darkness, anyway. That's much better. I need to change that in my note, so I know it's -2, not 2. So -2. Yeah. It's just the luminous stuff that's too luminous, but it'll have to do. Everything else is fine. See, the chest piece fine. Da, 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 da. Right, cool. Most of everything there looks fine. Cool. Anyway. One second. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, screw it. I'm thinking I'm gonna have an early night because we did 4.5 hours earlier, and then we've just done another 3.5 here. So I've done quite a bit of the day. I'm gonna call that there. I will be back tomorrow for another long day of this. That looks fine. That all looks lovely, except for here, like this part of the planet here. I can see all that perfectly clear on my TV. But obviously on there, on the capture card, it's darker. Right, anyway, whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I shall add these parts to YouTube. They shall be on whenever, because YouTube lately seems to be god-awful at processing the videos. Like, I'm having to upload multiple versions of the same video and hope that at least one of them processes correctly. Otherwise, they just sit there for days on end saying processing HD, even though they're done. But they won't let us publish them until the system shows that they're done. So they seem to just get stuck every time, so I have to like upload multiple versions and pray that one of them works. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow and we'll see what the little Lupiters, bunnies, the rabbits. Forgetting that race. Teeny rabbits. I want to play as one. Lupiters or something. Yeah, we'll see what tasks they've got for tomorrow, and then we'll do a bit of the story, depending on how long the side quests go for. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you again later. Peace. Hopefully my capture card isn't on its last legs. Don't want to be, because I've hardly ever used it. Not that old. Grr.